Hi friends, continuing with our part, we have finished till now physical geography of South America and the rivers of South America. Now one small topic, that is the natural vegetation of South America. Now if you again look at the map of South America, the natural vegetation of South America will be because the equator passes through it, the most important natural vegetation is the forest which is found along the equator. Now as I told you, because you will be watching this series of lecture, if you are watching it now, you will be watching this before the climatology part. Now such kind of a forest which is found on both the sides of the equator is known as the equatorial forest. And as I told you, equatorial forest consists of a very, very dense vegetation. Now, this equatorial forest in South America are known by the name of selvas. So, the South American equatorial forest known as selvas are the equatorial forest of this region. And the second, this is one kind of a vegetation, is equatorial rainforest. The second kind of vegetation is the tropical grasslands of South America, that is the Campos region and the Llanos region. That is Llanos, Campos. What are this? These are the tropical grasslands. The third kind of a vegetation, natural vegetation, is the temperate grasslands of South America. That is the Pampas region. Temperate grasslands. Why temperate grasslands? Because they are lying after the Tropic of Capricorn. These are the temperate grasslands because they are lying in the temperate region. Then we have the Atacama Desert region. That is the desert. One is the Atacama Desert. We have the Patagonia Desert. That is the deserts. And we have one special kind of a climate, that is the Mediterranean type of a climate in the central Chile region and the southern part of Chile region. Now, because as I told you, we have not uploaded the climatology, though after uploading the climatology, you just focus on the climatology before studying this type of vegetation. Tropical grasslands are the tropical rainforest. For example, this region, that is the tropical rainforest. These are found along the 5 degree north and 5 degree south of the equator. Equatorial regions, very heavy rainfall, so therefore these regions get very, very heavy rainfall. Equatorial regions, high humidity, high heat, these regions experiences the same type of a climate obviously. And as a result, the plants grow all around the year. As I gave you the example in the previous lecture, in Hindi, we call patjhad, or in English we call deciduous forest, because they are limited to a specific growing season, but this is not in the tropical rainforest. They grow all around the year, therefore the forest is very dense. There are epiphytes or climbers in this forest. These are the forests which have impenetrable dense vegetation. Sunlight, the forest is so dense that the sunlight does not reach the ground surface, and there are variety of trees. Why? Because such kind of an biome has the highest productivity in the world. Because of this, such type of forests are very dense, and this forest in South America are known as, we have done it already, selvas kind of an forest. Along which river basin? Along the Amazon river basin. Now, in the areas in the tropics, जहाँ बारिश कम होती है, where there is a less rainfall, वहाँ पे because the trees cannot grow, the grasses grow. Such type of a forest is known as grasslands. मतलब the land is flat, full of grasses, and there is individual isolated tree somewhere. The only tree that can grow in that region, that वही पेड़ can grow in that region, which can withstand drought-like conditions. या जो सूखा बर्दाश्त कर सकती है, which can withstand the drought like conditions. Such kind of grasslands have, because there is very less rainfall during the rainy season, summers are dry, winters are dry, इसलिए यहाँ पे the grasses are rough, wiry, the leaves are not smooth, and therefore, as we have done in the previous lecture, they cannot be used for cattle rearing, animal rearing, milk farming, or any kind of an agriculture property. Such type of grasslands in South America are found in Llanos in the Orinoco Basin and in the Campos in the Brazilian highlands. जब आप ऊपर जाते हो in the higher latitudes, that is in the temperate latitudes, though there is less rainfall, पर इतनी ज्यादा heat नहीं है, that is the evaporation is less in that region, and because of less evaporation, there is more moisture which can be utilized for the grasses, and therefore such type of regions have smooth grasses, nutritious grasses, good grasses on which you can, or on which the people can engage in animal rearing. And isliye such grasses are the largest producers of wheat in the world, they are the largest producers of meat in the world, they are famous for milk rearing business. There are numerous examples of such grasses, but in South America such grasses are known by the name of pampas. It is mostly located in Argentina. I said the word mostly located. Why? Because it is found in other country also bordering the Argentina. But that is, it is found even in Brazil, but to a smaller extent. So the pampas are temperate grasslands of South America. Now, as we have done in the desert topography, if you remember geomorphology lecture, deserts are always found on the western coast of the continents in the Horses latitude belt. What do you mean by this belt is because of the high pressure, there is no rainfall यहाँ पे, because high pressure में the air comes downwards, and as the air is coming downwards, it is getting heated up. For rainfall, the air has to cool, and to cool, the air has to rise upwards. So as a result of this, the air which is coming downwards, it does not give rainfall, and therefore जहां जहां पहाड़ है, wherever there are hills, on the leeward side, that is the side which do not face the wind, वहां पे बारिश कम होती है. Example is Telangana region, Vidarbha region, Marathwada region, that is the of Maharashtra, or North Karnataka, or we can say the belt which runs parallel to the Western Ghat. वहां पे there is a drought like condition. If you are doing for preliminary examination, you must have read by now that the semi-arid region which runs parallel to the Western Ghat, it is due to the rain shadow effect of the Western Ghat. What do you mean by rain shadow? That is, winds climb the Western Ghat, it gives very heavy rainfall on the windward side of a mountain. इसलिए मुंबई में or in Bombay there is a very very heavy rainfall, but after the winds cross, when they are coming down, they are getting heated up, and therefore उसका moisture holding capacity increases, and there is less and less rainfall. So maximum distance, though there is very small distance of around 200 kilometers between Mumbai and Pune, or between Bangalore and Mangalore, still there is a lot of variation in the rainfall. 250 centimeters annual rainfall to around 100 to 50 to 100 centimeters around annual rainfall. Mumbai, Mangalore, which are the coastal cities, receive very heavy rainfall, more than 250 centimeters of annual rainfall. Bangalore, Pune, which are on the leeward side of a mountain, they receive very very less rainfall. So why? It is because of the warming effect. ये mountains के वजह से हो रहा है, but naturally also in the high pressure belt, where the air is coming down and there is a warming effect, plus the trade winds, they blow offshore, that is, they blow from the shore to the sea, not the opposite direction, that is sea from the shore. They blow from shore to the sea, therefore there is no moisture, no rainfall, plus they are washed by cold current. Which cold current is there? This Peruvian current, Humboldt current or Peruvian current, it is known as I did in the previous lecture, it is associated with Indian monsoon in the terms of El Nino. That is, whenever this cold current disappears, its place is taken by warm current. Such warm current result is known as an El Nino current. This El Nino current, यहाँ पे warm current होता है, and this El Nino current gives very heavy rainfall to the Atacama Desert, while India में drought होता है. But in normal conditions, this is a Atacama Desert, the driest desert in the world, less than 5 centimeters of annual rainfall. The desert is extremely dry. So we have an desert kind of a climate on the western side between Peru and Chile, and this kind of this Patagonian desert is a cold desert. Why cold desert? देखो, Tropic of Capricorn, मतलब tropics, this area equator और इसके बीच का is the tropical region. उससे बहुत दूर, very far away is this desert, and यहाँ पे the cold desert is located. Therefore there is no rainfall in this region because of the rain shadow effect जो मुंबई पुणे के बीच हो रहा है, जो बैंगलोर के बीच हो रहा है, because of the rain shadow effect of which mountain here? Of the Andes mountain system here. So the major climatic zones of South America, we will do each one of them separately, are or natural vegetation are, the first one is the tropical rainforest. Tropical rainforest of South America. The tropical rainforest of South America are known as, what is the name? Selvas. Along which basin? Along Amazon river basin. Along the Amazon river basin. Known as selvas along the Amazon river basin. It is the largest and the most diverse rainforest in the world, and most diverse rainforest in the world. Most diverse rainforest in the world, because of it, these are known as the lungs of the world. Why the rainforests are known as the lungs of the world? Because they help in removal of CO2 from the world, carbon dioxide. What the process is known as carbon sequestration. It is known as carbon sequestration. These are the largest and most diverse rainforest in the world, mostly located in Brazil. Mostly in Brazil, or majorly found in Brazil. Majorly they are found in the Brazil. Now, obviously, this are rainforest have the trees. They are found. Rainforest have, as I already told you, have hardwood trees. Hardwood trees. These have hardwood trees, and therefore the rainforests are considered not good for lumbering activity, because for lumbering activity you require softwood trees. Now, some of the important trees of the rainforest are one, cinchona tree. Cinchona tree. These are of the Brazilian rainforest. They are used for quinine. Quinine is extracted. Now, what is quinine? It is used as a medicine for malaria. It is used as a medicine for Malaria. So the quinine which is extracted from the cinchona tree is found in the Brazilian rainforest region or the selvas. Second is chicle. Second is chicle. What is chicle? If you remember, chiclets. Chiclets are chewing gum, so it is used for making chewing gum. They are used for making chewing gums. Now, it is also important, as I told you, one of the largest snake in the world is found in this region. Anaconda is found in this region. Anaconda is found in this region. That is, anaconda is a native of selvas rainforest or the tropical rainforest of the Brazil. Then are this rainforest important economically? See, not important economically, or we can use the generalized term, that is the because of multiple species. Because of multiple species. Then hardwood. And third, extremely dense vegetation. The rainforests are not economically important. Or not used for lumbering activity. They are not utilized for lumbering activity. And therefore, because of no economic importance, this region is sparsely populated. This region is sparsely populated. That is, इस एरिया में population बहुत कम है because it is not of that much economic importance. Therefore, this region is very, very sparsely populated. So, the tropical rainforest, ये generalization you can use for any kind of an tropical rainforest in the world. That is, these forests are sparsely populated forests of the world. The second kind of a vegetation is the grasslands of South America. Grasslands of South America. Grasslands. These grasslands are of two types: tropical grasslands and temperate grasslands. And the temperate grasslands. The tropical grasslands are known by the name of, that is llanos. These are one of the tropical grasslands. कहाँ है ये? Along the Orinoco Basin, river Orinoco. Is it north or south of the equator? That is north of the equator. फिर दूसरा कौन सा है? Which is the other kind of a grassland? The other kind of a grassland is campos. This is one. The second is campos. These are found south of the equator. These are found south of the equator. Found south of the equator. Along the Brazilian highlands. Along the Brazilian highlands. Remember, if the question is the tropical grasslands along the Brazilian highlands, Campos. The tropical grasslands along the Orinoco is Llanos. Now don't get confused, both are the tropical grasslands, but one is along the Brazilian highlands south of the equator, one is the north of the equator along the Orinoco river system. One is in Brazil, other is in Venezuela, mostly in Venezuela. The third type of a grassland are Campos. These are the temperate grasslands of the world. और जैसे मैंने कहा था, as I already told you, these Campos are famous for fertile soil, cool temperature, fertile soil, cool temperature, fertile soil, soft grasses, and therefore agriculture is the major activity here. Agriculture and animal rearing is the major activity here. Agriculture and animal rearing is the major activity. Therefore, these regions of the world, anywhere in the world, they are famous for wheat farming and maize farming, wheat and maize cultivation, and they are also famous for meat industry. Why meat industry? Because these countries use cattle as a beast of burden. That means the cattle can be killed there. The meat packaging industry, the cattle are fed actually on the corn or maize, so that the fattening of the cattle occurs. Maize is not utilized for human cultivation. Wheat for human consumption, maize for cattle consumption. Maize khila ke they make the cattle artificially fat, and then they are sent to the packaging industry, jahan pe the machinized meat packaging industry operates, which cuts the cattle and sends it all over the world. In fact, Montevideo, Buenos Aires, Bahia Blanca, ये जो major towns and cities of South America are, they are famous for meat packaging industry. Similarly, North America जब हम करेंगे, the Chicago is located famous for meat packaging industry. Why? Because for them, they do not have any religious sentiments attached. Maybe that is the reason, and also the other reason is that is these are primarily non-vegetarian countries, so meat packaging industry thrives over there. And also milk industry also thrives over there. Why? Because agriculture यहाँ पे wheat cultivation होता है, so wheat cultivation यहाँ पे mechanized है पूरा. They do not require cattle for wheat cultivation. They do not require cattle for farming. Unlike India, जहाँ cattle is an important part of a farmer for agriculture purpose. वहाँ पे the cattle is important part for packaging industry, meat industry. So अगर question आता है, that is arrange the three kind of a grassland, then this diagram you should remember is Llanos, Campos, and Pampas. So this is the Llanos, Campos, and this is the Pampas. This is the Pampas region. The third important vegetation in the South America is the Gran Chaco region. Gran Chaco region. Now, अगर आपने map of South America देखा, you will see that Gran Chaco is located near, if this is the Andes mountain, यहाँ पे somewhere there is a Gran Chaco which is located. That is, there will be written Gran Chaco. Now this is a region which lies on the leeward side of the Andes. यहाँ पे बारिश कम होती है, but there are many rivers which originate from here and they go into Gran Chaco. Gran Chaco structurally is a depression, saucer shaped depression. इसलिए all the rivers come, originate and they gather and they stagnate या रुक जाती है ग्रैंड चैको में आके, एंड हेंस दिस एरिया बिकम्स मार्शी या फिर कीचड़ टाइप या फिर दलदल वाला एरिया, दैट इज क्विक सैंड एरिया. इट बिकम्स अ क्विक सैंड रीजन, इट बिकम्स एक्सट्रीमली मार्शी रीजन. सच अ मार्शी रीजन हैविंग वेरी लिटिल रेनफॉल is known as an Gran Chaco region. What is a Gran Chaco? It is a marshy region. It is a marshy region. Now, why are we studying the Gran Chaco? Because it is famous for a tree known as quebracho, for hardwood tree. Hardwood tree known as quebracho. This tree is so hard that is sometimes it is popularly known as an axe breaker. Quebracho or axe breaker. It is so hard tree that it is known as an axe breaker. Now, why is this tree important? Because इससे we get tannin. We get tannin from this, which is utilized in which industry? Which is utilized in leather industry. Which is utilized in the leather industry. So we have tannin which is found in this Gran Chaco region. So it is utilized in this. It is a marshy region famous for hardwood tree known as, note down each and every word what I am saying, because a question in the examination may be, and a famous softwood tree is known as an quebracho. Whether this statement is right or wrong. No, quebracho is a hardwood tree. How to remember is, वो इतना hard है, that is why it results into even breaking of an axe. अगर soft होता, smooth होता, then it could have been easily cut. It cannot be easily cut, and therefore it is known as an axe breaker. And why it is used? It is used for tannin in the leather industry. The fourth is the deserts. Natural vegetation and climate में the fourth is deserts. There are two types of deserts, that is the Atacama Desert and the Patagonia Desert. Patagonia Desert. Atacama Desert is an example of an hot desert. It is an example of an hot desert. It is the driest desert in the world. It is driest desert in the world. But remember, it gets rainfall during El Nino. During El Nino years. During El Nino years. During the El Nino years. So El Nino happens in around 3 to 5 years once upon a in around 3 to 5 years. So it is one of the driest desert in the world, and in fact the driest desert in the world, which does not get any rainfall except during the El Nino years. So what is this El Nino? The El Nino is a famous phenomena. As we know, why it is an hot desert. What are the conditions for hot desert? हमने जियोमॉर्फोलॉजी में किया है इन द डेजर्ट लैंडफॉर्म. व्हाट आर द कंडीशंस फॉर द हॉट डेजर्ट? हॉट डेजर्ट्स ऑफ द वर्ल्ड आर फाउंड इन द हाई प्रेशर बेल्ट. That is in between 30 to 40 degree latitudes in both the hemisphere. Yes, it is found in the high pressure belt. Second, why? Because in the high pressure belt, climatology याद करना या climatology का lecture देख लेना. Because in the high pressure belt, there is less and less rainfall because of coming down of the winds. Then these are found in the regions where the trade wind blows offshore. And the third is washed by cold currents. Cold currents. For details, refer to the climatology lecture. These are the reasons for the hot deserts of the world. Now the Atacama Desert, it is located in an high pressure belt. The Atacama Desert, it is located in high pressure belt. It is located in the region where the trade winds blow offshore. That is, the trade winds are blowing offshore, that is from land towards the sea, and it is washed by a cold current known as Peruvian current. Why it is a cold current? क्योंकि polar regions में से आ रहा है, equator में से नहीं आ रहा. This is the equator region, this is the polar region, so it is washed by cold current. Now this is the normal condition, it becomes the driest desert. Now come to the third point. It gets rainfall only during the El Nino years. Now what is this El Nino? This normal में, this is known as Peruvian current. या किसी बुक्स में दिया होगा Humboldt current. Why? Because it was discovered by Humboldt. So it is also known as an Humboldt current. So ये cold current है, desiccating effect. What is a desiccating effect? Refer to the climatology class. Now desiccating effect is caused resulting into no rainfall. Now during the El Nino years, this cold current disappears and its place is taken by warm current. Its place is taken by an warm current, which this warm current is known as El Nino. And jahan there is a warm current, I am not going too much into detail because this is a big topic covered in climatology. Wherever there is a warm current, there is a rainfall. So the cold current in this case is replaced by warm current known as El Nino, and during that time the rainfall increases. That is, the Atacama Desert receives very, very high amount of rainfall. Okay, because it is the cold current, Peruvian current disappears and it is replaced by a warm current known as El Nino. The Peruvian region, that Atacama Desert region, receives the rainfall, but unfortunately whenever there are El Nino years, it corresponds to the droughts in India. India gets less rainfall during the El Nino years. So the event in Pacific Ocean, that is the southern Pacific Ocean, which is El Nino, has a bearing on the country in Indian Ocean, that too in the northern hemisphere. Such dynamic is the atmosphere, such dynamic is the climate. So what is an El Nino? It is a phenomena in which in the southern Pacific Ocean, when the cold Peruvian current is replaced by warm El Nino current, it corresponds to the drought-like conditions in India, but very, very heavy rainfall in the Atacama Desert region. So Atacama Desert is the hot desert, it is the driest desert in the world, gets rainfall during the El Nino years. Now the Patagonia Desert. The Patagonia Desert. Patagonia desert. It is an example of the cold desert. इंडिया में कहां है कोल्ड डेजर्ट? विच इज थार डेजर्ट ऑफ राजस्थान कोल्ड डेजर्ट और हॉट डेजर्ट? इट इज एन हॉट डेजर्ट. सो वेयर इज द कोल्ड डेजर्ट? Leh Ladakh plateau region is in cold desert. So similarly, Patagonia desert is an cold desert. Why? Why it is a cold desert? Because of rain shadow effect of the Andes. Effect of Andes. Because of the rain shadow effect of the Andes mountain system. So it is an example of an cold desert because of the rain shadow effect of the Andes. यहाँ पे in the desert region, Rhea is the flightless bird. Rhea is a flightless bird, similar to ostrich, bird of South America. We can say it is a cousin of an ostrich of Africa. So Rhea, a flightless bird of South America, is known as an Rhea. And last kind of a climate and natural vegetation, the last kind is Mediterranean type of a climate. The last kind of a climate is Mediterranean type of a climate. Mediterranean type of a climate. Now this climate is found in central Chile. Chile in South America. But उसका नाम फिर Mediterranean क्यों है? Because this climate is typically found in the areas surrounding the Mediterranean Ocean. वो क्या खास बात है? What is the peculiarity of this type of a climate? India gets rainfall during which season? What is the season going on right now? It is the monsoon season. Is it winter or summer? We have hot, dry summer. We have hot, wet summer. That is rainy season, is a summer season. Most places in the world, in fact, almost all places in the world get rainfall during the summer season. But Mediterranean type of a climate is a special type of a climate which lies on the western part of the continent and gets rainfall during the winter season. Why? Because of the shifting of the pressure belts. Completely covered in climatology. So it is a special type of a climate. Which climate? Not of central Chile, the entire Mediterranean type, special type of climate. Why special? Because gets rainfall during winter season. Winters. Why during winters? Because of shifting of pressure belts. Shifting of pressure belts. Because of the shifting of the pressure belts, it gets rainfall during the winter season. Now, this type of a climate is famous for fruit industry, especially citrus fruits, oranges, lemons, olives. So, France, Spain, California, Lebanon, some part of South Africa, some part of Australia, the southern part of Chile, jahan that is in the in the temperate latitudes between 30 to 35 degrees on the western side of the continent, just above the tropical deserts, we have Mediterranean type of a climate which gets rainfall during the winter season due to the shifting of the pressure belts. ये मैं आपको climatology में I will explain you very properly. Remember, Mediterranean type of a climate is famous for wine industry, fruit industry, especially the citrus fruits and grapes. Okay, because obviously wine industry तो grapes best developed in the Mediterranean region. South America में कहाँ developed है is in the Chile region. So this we finish with the physical part. Now we will do the economic part of South America in the next lecture. So thank you very much.